Hello? Hello? I want to record a special message for you to help you get settled down your first night. I actually work in the office before you. I'm finishing my last week up now, as a matter of fact. Nah, it's me, Bingus. Welcome back to Bingus. And welcome back to the second episode of Nostalgia Blended. So today, we're going to talk about the movie Bolt, the Disney movie Bolt. It came out in 2008, right? 2008. Now whenever I was a child, whenever I was Lee Bab, 4, I think, I used to love this film. Like when I'm saying love, I mean love. Like I was obsessed with this thing. Like it was my shit, So basically, like I would like pretend to be bold. I would, one time I almost killed myself by trying to do the whole headbutt thing, but to a school bus. Let's just say if that teacher didn't swoop in, and then I would have been a pancake. Anyways, sorry about this squeaking. My bed is very squeaky. Anyways, so, yeah, and also, had my, mom and grandparent and grandma make a dope-ass, like a Halloween costume that was Bolt. It was really cool, and my cousin borrowed it for a Halloween, never seen it since. So, name and address withheld. I'm looking for you, bitch. Anyways, so let's get on to the plot, shall we? So, the dog Bolt, the dog named Bolt from the show Bolt, is voiced by John Travolta. And, he's pretty delusional, just like John Travolta in real life. So, pretty much, like the directors of the show made the dog delusional, because, they pretty much said that if the dog feels it, the audience feels it. So, if they're living by that logic, they have to psychologically abuse a dog. Yeah, sure. That's definitely not going to go well with the PR. Anyways, yeah. So then, the dog who thinks the, I can't remember anything today. So pretty much, in an episode of the show, the owner, Penny, gets, who's voiced by Miley Cyrus, gets, pretty much gets kidnapped in an episode, and of course, they psychologically tormented the dog to think that he is the dog from the TV show. Because if the dog feels the audience, he feels it. Whatever. So he thinks it's real. So he tries to save her, but he gets put into a box and gets shipped to New York. Oh no! What are they gonna do? The king likes Daniel more than me and you. So then, they pretty much, so then the dog Bolt from the movie Bolt, goes, he goes and finds, wait, what am I even saying? Anyways, so pretty much, he finds a cat named Mittens, who he thinks is the, a henchman of the of the main villain of the show, who I forgot to mention. Mittens is voiced by dang, I forgot her name. Whatever. We'll just say that she's voiced by Ryan Drummond, who voiced Sonic and Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 and Heroes. So yeah. So Mittens, who's voiced by Ryan Drummond, you know, she almost so pretty much Bolt forces Mittens to tag along with him. And they go, and because he thinks that she could take that she could take him to Penny, because he still thinks that Penny, whatever. So then they try to go back to Hollywood, or whatever, and then they meet a hamster named Rhino, weirdly enough, who is pretty much like a big fanboy of Bolt, and he's excited. So then he tags along with them, and then, crazy stuff happens. They lose Mittens for a second, they get her back, and and then, Bolt finds out he's not a super dog, and then they go, and then, Bolt and Mittens, just kind of, hate each other for a bit, and then they don't, and then there's a big burning building, and everyone dies. And everyone dies! The end. That didn't help at all! So yeah, what was this thing? Yeah, so then, basically, why am I forgetting everything? So yeah, and then Penny, and then all of them live happily ever after. The end. So yeah, that was Bolt. Yeah, let's see. Is there anything I can pick apart like I did with Cars? Let's see. I mean, Bolt's whole, arc thing with the character arc with the whole thinking he was a superhero, turns out he's not kind of thing. That was pretty cool, Yeah. It's a fine film, It's definitely not, groundbreaking, but, it's a good, it's, yeah. So it's a good family film. If you're one of the if you're like a weirdo, 40-something-year-old, why is my nose hurting when I talk? So yeah, if you're like a 40-something-year-old who has a kid and is watching this for some reason, get out. It's kind of weird, bro. You're in your 40s watching a 15-year-old talk about movies. It's kind of weird, man. It's kind of weird, bro. So yeah. So yeah, this is definitely the movie to show to your kids. So yeah. Watch Bolt if you haven't. If you aren't going at, I'm gonna break your shins. And